Well, if we're gonna do that, then
Yeah,
this
There
is
we
what
go.
I
That's
want.
better. There we go. That's
much
better.
better.
That's what people came to see. So good.
This big
Also, it's like
wide.
the wide. Exactly, it's like the wide lens
It's a
too.
different
They can see
camera, so you get a view now that you've never had of this room.
the entire J Money studio experience.
Or it's the view that Boiler Down has of you most times, which is staring up at you. At
Whoa, whoa! Where's this
not
going?
that low.
I don't think he knew what he was saying there.
Oh man.
It was like you got into a cul-de-sac and you're like, "I don't mind this innuendo. I don't mind it." It's like,
Steer into the skid, as they say.
That's right. It's the only way to stop a disaster. Wait. It's creating another disaster. All right.
I think we're live. Let's see.
We're live. We're definitely live. I can
You
tell.
like to just stare at the camera.
I was talking about this today, how much I dislike staring at the camera.
I know. It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
things that bothers you. No one does that.
You do.
I do
You
not.
do. And then you'll look down.
Yeah, I'm just busying myself.
Because it's you need to do something. So you eat up that 2 to 3 seconds. It feels like 7 hours.
Yeah, you're an expert at eating up 2 to 3 seconds, I bet.
3 seconds.
Heyo. People are already here, man. People are
I told
hungry
you.
for
That's right.
Purdue football content. This is an Idaho Vandal.
I'm hungry. I haven't had a sandwich. I have a sandwich waiting upstairs for me. It's a late night sandwich. I'm hungry. I'm actually hungry. Yes.
So
Why would
by
you
the
just
way,
eat it
before
here?
you guys came on, I said
Just munch it on the.
Yes.
yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So there's already a comment about Anisha's hair, and I too commented about Anisha's hair before
Is
we
it
went
weird?
live.
I don't know.
No, it's not weird. It's just different. I'm telling you, every week we get a new. It keeps
Cool.
it fresh.
Cool.
And what's going on with Anisha's hair? I would like to, since people always have comments like this, I know you're all very lovable, and this is all, but I've taken a lot of heat in recent weeks. That remember last week they were all over me about my mic, and before that it was the camera. I don't know if you all have noticed, but the camera is higher quality now. The mic is back,
Much better.
and I thought about this after the last show, and I was like, we pride ourselves on having decent to good audio, visual,
Or any.
graphics, or any, and you jerk weeds are coming after us.
Yeah, jerkweeds.
You guys are making fun of our audio.
Yeah,
We're the only
jerkweeds.
Purdue content that uses microphones.
But you're missing that. That's why that's the only reason they come.
We've
It's not
set the
because
bar
they-
high.
That's true.
It's not the content. It's the high quality audio.
It's the
audio
eye
pieces.
candy.
Yeah. So tasty.
Yeah, this I could take this comment a number of ways. ZLS Peel says, looking forward to y'all's shows this season. Sounds like a threat, actually.
Well, that's
I
the
don't
only
think you
thing to
are.
look forward to.
I don't-
Right? We'll see.
So if you saw,
I was just gonna say Anisha's as dark as I've ever heard of.
So, yeah, this is gonna be a different. Is gonna be a different season preview because your boy. Oh no!
Anisha was fired up last week. If you were here, and if you weren't, you should go back because it was some good stuff.
I feel like Anish, we need to just as a friend, I just need to tell you, it's not all Barry Odom's fault. The situation
none
he's
of it's
in,
yet.
not right.
Not much.
Like,
So I think that's and I don't think Anish said it.
I like Barry Odom.
I don't think Anish said it was. I don't think he said it
No,
was.
he's mad. He's so angry.
He's allowed to be angry.
Poor Barry's gonna take strays because of this.
I believe I said.
I'm not sure they're entirely strays.
I
Maybe
believe
shoulder
I said
shots.
last week. Yeah, but you would agree, he definitely deserves more than a season of patience. 100%. No.
Sure.
Okay. That's cautious. Sure, is fine. He can swing. He can
I don't
get
think
you-
it's cautious. I think it's loaded. Sure.
He can get you back on his side quickly. Let's not lie. You're a sucker. He can get you back on his side quickly.
Sure.
Very possible.
Win.
First month of the season, he could have you. Anish could be the biggest BO cheerleader there ever was.
Listen,
I almost
like,
said
we got
BHO.
I almost
That's-
said BHO.
That's why they play the games. Okay.
That's what
so
Chris
I'm-
Berman always said.
I am happy to be proven wrong. So we can talk about it. First month of the season is a good time to do that. But yeah.
Oh man, do I have some stuff? We're gonna get into this, but before we do, Boiler Dad, is there anyone you'd like to thank?
I'm going to start off. We've got a new sponsor, and when you're ready to raise your game, when you're ready to take things to the next level, you know where you go? Section103.com. And when you go in there, it's linked. You can go and you can find just Purdue stuff, or you can go and look for other schools too. They don't have a ton of schools, but they're growing. And I can tell you, when you're ready just to class it up a little bit, you've got nice Purdue stuff, I'm sure, but you want to go up here. You go Section 103. Enter Boiled 27 at checkout and get 10% off your order. And I'm telling you that I haven't had a Purdue golf shirt that I've just been kind of madly in love with for a long time. And I do have one right now because of Section 103.
They've got the
I
one
suggest
where
you check it out too.
Pete's swinging the golf club. It's
That's
not
pretty
just
slick.
Pete on
and
the
it's
shirt.
it's back end. It's back end. They those sold out for a bit.
He's following through. It's it's a good golf shirt.
A lot better than I follow through. I'll be real honest. I tend to leave the club face open, and
to be fair, you're built similarly. You and Pete.
Yeah, it's a lot more up above the waist than below the waist. See, that came out wrong too. So I had to slow that down as I was saying it because I knew.
Speaking of Chris Berman, did you see that video of him walking around? That
With
man
his
is
pants.
He's shaped. So there's a meme.
He's not shaped like a human.
There's a meme of a pug on its hind legs.
Yes.
Which is what it makes me think of. You're much better built than that.
I feel like I look like that pug.
Great.
On
I didn't say you look like Chris Berman. I said you look like Purdue Pete.
Exactly.
No, but
Purdue, we were talking about Chris Berman earlier, and it's just like I just had to compliment Boiler Dad's shape in comparison to what is going on, man.
Compared to a man who's half dead, pretty much.
It's just like
I don't know what that was, man.
Maybe that's hey, you work at a stand-up desk. Maybe he just hasn't stood in a while.
That's years of only seeing him from the waist up. So
yeah, no kidding.
Well, something happens when I assume that every meal is steak. Something like steak and minimal greens, vegetables, maybe a potato, maybe.
What's the least healthy green you could have? Maybe something that's tempura fried or something.
It's got pork in it.
Yeah, it's got bacon in it, right? Yeah.
It's got bacon.
I feel like even though the Brussels sprouts with bacon that are roasted, I feel like those are still very good for me.
They're delicious.
Man, they are delicious.
Delicious.
I don't know what's the sweet thing in there. Is it brown sugar?
It's a little brown sugar. Sometimes people do honey. Sometimes
you gotta get some heat in there too.
You get a little. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, we're excited as it's been previewed multiple times on Twitter that we're excited that we get to do a season preview, right?
That college football exists. Very excited.
Yes.
Very excited for it to be back. Jonesing for tailgates.
Yeah, and nothing else? Is that it? Is that what you're looking forward to?
I think that's all he's looking forward to.
Nothing comes to mind immediately, but like it could. I'm like again, like I might be forgetting.
Big Ten
something.
Network.
It's like one of those names that you forget that like later in the hour I'll remember. But like
Big Ten Network just tweeted out a video of Ryan Brown dropping dimes, is what they said, and so sunny skies ahead.
Here's what you got to look forward to. You got to get to see Charles Correa back. That's going to be tons of fun. You get to see a completely revamped defensive backfield. You get to see a healthy George Barron. You get to see a new offensive backfield, brand new running backs that look great. I mean, the pad level. That's what I said. I love that in the video. You get to see TJ Lindsey healthy. These are things that I'm literally excited about these things. Like I'm ready to go to see these things.
There's talent. So
revamped offensive line. That's fun. And their experience. They got some dudes on there.
That's where I'm again. I suppose my hope and lack thereof always ends starts with the offensive line. And that to me, they have years, but it's like it's been years since I've seen a good Purdue line and or even a passable one. Right. And so it's like, that's where I'm looking for first. Cause it doesn't really matter how good the running backs are
right. Oh, it doesn't matter at all.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and same thing, to give a quarterback with as many questions as Ryan Brown, the opportunity to shine It's so much of this is on the line right now, and it's like I hope, but
Are
the
you
defense is going to be
excited to see a Josh Henson offense again?
Well, he's as talented as his grandfather Jim.
Yeah.
He'll work that offense like a puppeteer.
the
Exactly,
coordinators. Are we allowed to yell at Barry about the coordinators?
I see. I think that's a
Yes.
fair thing. I think that's a
Yes.
very fair thing to yell about.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna,
I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so all
Yeah.
right. I mean, like diagnosing it. I think that's why it's that great. There's talent here, but the schemes that they are putting, we have seen wasted talent in West Lafayette, and I think
What?
we have a lot of talented players. I am not sure that I see anything in the history of any of these coaches other than Odom that says that they are going to be put in schemes that benefit them. Maybe that is where, because you're right. I look up and down this roster and the line has a lot of question marks, but everybody else, I'm like, yeah, these are guys. I like these guys. These
Yeah.
are players.
There's
Like
stuff
these
to be
are,
optimistic about. I agree.
I think generally the BS way is to like the players. I think that's true.
and
Is-
there's reason to, right?
Right.
Like,
Right.
Was Kane the DC when they had Thieneman playing like 40 yards downfield?
Yeah.
I mean, but that was
Walter's
defense.
his,
To be
that was
fair,
his big idea.
You see, now you're doing the Barry thing where you're
But
making
but
excuses
but here's
for
the thing:
him.
you can do both. You can say I don't like Kane being the defensive coordinator, and
that it wasn't.
that thing was not Kane's idea. That was
also
not.
placement of one safety should not derail an entire defense. So, like,
What if everybody else is playing man and like you only have 4 guys?
I don't
that
know,
can
putting
play
your
man?
best defender 30 yards downfield.
that's where you have to. If that is going to be the scheme,
I don't know hat.
But if that's going to be the move, you've got to figure out a way, right? If you
Yeah.
are the defensive coordinator and he didn't, and so to me, it's like that's where it's fair. Like,
There's plenty of data out there that shows that Kane is a very nice guy.
sure. Oh, all of these guys are nice. Barry.
I was going to
Barry's
say
doing
something completely different, but I just stopped it right in the
That's
middle because I
right.
was like,
That's
we
right.
know the data out there about what he is as a defensive coordinator, defensive coach. We really do. And it's a tough thing. Again, I'm going to say this again, just like I did about McClellan, is I'm not mad at the guy for, you expect you hire a butterfly and you, I don't know.
It took me a second here.
I just put a comment up that sounds fun. I look forward to traveling with Ann.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
that's the way we shorten the people that are really fond of Ann. They just call him Ann. But no, there's plenty of reasons. There's plenty of reasons to be upset with the situation. There is, but I know you. I don't think you'd be as upset if what just happened hadn't happened the way it did.
What do you mean, last year?
all. No,
Or the year
AD
before?
The
Oh,
AD.
the AD.
Are we talking about
No,
the
you'd still be
AD?
upset.
We talking about the coaches? We talking
Get more
about
specific.
See, you
Yeah.
act like everything's so bad. Do you remember Zach Eady? This is what we're
I do.
doing every time.
I do. Oh, you pulled me
That's
back.
all. That's all I get. That's all I
Nothing to do
got.
with the fall. It's got nothing to do with the fall.
Oh,
That is winter, spring, and
they
summer.
start in fall now. Okay, I think we should tear this Band-Aid off and get started. Okay.
I'm down. All right. So I got a couple things to kick us off with here. So this is just for entertainment. ESPN did they did an article on their site today, the 20 tiers, TIERS, not TEARS, the 20 tiers of
We've had a lot more than 20 tiers.
the 20 tiers of FBS programs. So I'll ask you two, out of 20, with obviously tier 1 being the best, what tier is Purdue in their
Is this
20?
all time? Is this season?
No. This going into this
season?
season, they instead of just doing a ranking, I give them credit. They were clever. They said these are the tiers of teams. The contenders, always close but not right, that kind of thing.
Oh.
And then it worked its way down. They got 20 tiers because they did all FBS.
And this is okay. All FBS
Going into this, yes. So you're talking about 138 schools.
cool.
So probably about 7 per tier.
Let's say lucky 13.
Boy, is that what your guess?
So I don't see how they could be anything but 20th if it's
All
just one
FBS?
season.
No, that's all FBS.
Going into this year, what
Okay.
do you think Purdue is? Let's assume they've researched each team, which who knows?
So you say there's 20 tiers. I think they're going to be lower than 13.
Like, because this is more than Power 5, right?
This is everybody. UMass, Temple.
I'm telling you, the
Exactly.
perception is dark right now, and
Yes.
it's not wrong.
Yes,
They are. We keep saying that they're nearing like just record levels of failure.
Okay, do you want me to tell you that the 17 that they're in their tier? And then
I mean, if you do this again, what they did the last year, if you go another year where you don't win a Big Ten game, I mean, now you're like now you're a
more
story.
year,
or if you don't
one
win a
more
Power
year
4
without
game,
a Big Ten
Power
game.
4 game, Power 4 game, not only
Right.
Big Ten, Power 4 game. So the teams in their tier are BC, Colorado, which is interesting, Iowa State, Michigan State, North Carolina, Purdue, and Stanford.
Stanford, Purdue, West Virginia are like fighting for
Stanford
futility
quit
right
football in 2020, and they had to bring back one of their favorite sons to try to dig them out of the grave. Like literally in 2020, they had a pissy match between the athletic director and the president of the school, if I remember correctly, and it hasn't been good there. So bringing back Andrew Luck is like the best thing they could have done, and they're trying to do everything they can to get the heart pumping of a.
You're avoiding the question. We're not talking.
I would say 13.
I just can't believe
13.
Purdue's. I mean,
What do you think they are? What tier? Right, Anish says 13.
14. I'm gonna say lower, 14.
15.
Yeah.
And they're in the tier that the title of it is "If Indiana Can Do It." And the stat they threw in for Purdue, was
I'm not going to do it. I'm
In
not gonna do it.
2024.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Did you see that self-control right there?
I did.
Did you know exactly what was
If I
happening?
could
I'm not
see
gonna-
the self-control, it wasn't very good.
I didn't know what he's even going to do.
That's
Sorry.
great.
Continue. I was
The
going to
stat-
continue my rant last week, which I don't need to.
The stat
Just
they
pull it.
threw in was in 2024,
Yeah.
Purdue lost its 11 games versus Power 4 opponents by an average of 30.8 points, the worst margin by any team since 2020. Last year,
Gracious.
Purdue
Gracious.
lost all 10 of its Power 4 games, but only by an average of 20.5 points per game.
Victory.
It's sort of an upward
Upward trajectory.
Yeah.
we got to lose each game by
by
12.
10. By 10. Yeah, that's progress, baby. Okay, so let me ask you.
Less than 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
I got a few things to keep this going. I'm going to ask you guys. We're going to do some rapid fire here. Over under 2.5 Big Ten wins this season. Ooh. That's a good line, right?
That's a really good line.
I'm just going to I'm pulling up the schedule here.
Oh, we're going to do that. Don't worry.
Yeah, but
it has to be
just
for me.
I
It has
mean-
to be 3. It has to be 3. They're not winning 3 non-cons, so they're going to win 2 non-cons in my beautiful scenario, my wonderful optimistic scenario. So I'm going to say over.
I'm going under.
Oof,
I think I'm
understand.
going under.
I
I'm
think
actually
2 is logical.
I think I'm actually pretty safely under.
He's got the big one.
They're 0 and 18 in their last.
It's
18.
2. 2 is a good. I like
Two's progress.
2 gets you under. 2 still gets you a progress and the under.
I'll ask you another one. How many quarterbacks see the field for Purdue this season? I don't mean see it like from the sidelines. I mean get on the field and play, because then Anish would count. How many quarterbacks see the field for Purdue this season, assuming no injuries? So not an injury based.
2.
Oh, well, I think there'll be scenario things happening.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
guess
I think they're gonna use. Is it Chuba? Or, I think they're gonna.
That's a backup. Yep.
Yeah, I think they'll use them in other things because they messed around with that a little bit last year too. So
For sure.
they'll try to-
Okay.
the creativity will be all misplaced and not very creative looking.
Right. It'll be very weird scenarios.
It'll just be
They'll bring in-
weird. Exactly.
They'll have like goal line offenses with like really small quarterbacks.
Exactly.
This is where I want to bring every time we have a season where there's potentially multiple quarterbacks. I want to bring up the fever dream of Danny Hope. Just up again, where we had Rob Marv, we had Caleb
Just
Turbush.
rotating them in.
There was one more, Rob Henry, maybe. How many Robs could we have? I don't think Henry and Marv are on the same
Henry
team.
overlapped with them, I think.
But
Yeah.
like
Yeah, but he wasn't really. There was a man.
it was
throwing with the
Caleb
wrong
Turbush, which is just a name.
Turbush
I mean,
and Marv.
like.
Wonderful
Have
good
you
old days.
ever met anybody with the last name Turbush except
with the
for
B
our
with the B capitalized.
yeah, just tremendous. Just
Scandinavian. He looked Scandinavian. Makes sense.
It's just
All right.
He had Viking blood.
He hadn't
My
seen
next
the
one-
sun for a while.
My next one was I want some Ryan Brown touchdown to interception predictions.
Oh God.
This is one of the things I hang my hat on with my good scenario.
Yes.
Boy, but that's so hard. Let
me give you a little context here.
Yeah,
So
please.
last year he played in I think all the games, and he had 9 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. He had, I'll just remind you, he had 4 touchdowns in the first 2 games and 5.
You said it was 9
That's
and
not
10.
enough. That's not enough of either. Why is that not enough of either?
Yeah, if you're gonna throw the ball, throw some picks. I don't care. Just throw me 20 touchdowns and 17 picks. I don't care.
We are used to that. We're fine.
That's
Just
fine.
air it out, man.
Yes.
I'll say 16 and 12.
I don't know what that gets you though.
I don't either. I think that earns you.
That's probably right, though. I think
But I
like
think that earns you like a game over Minnesota or
So that's
something
that's
like.
1.25 touchdowns per game is what you're calling for.
That can't be. No, running game's gonna be good. Gosh, what?
Am I not helping? Is this not making you feel any better? Just
I've already
I'm just
been through
bringing
this.
things
I
out
told
in
you,
the open.
I don't feel better. I don't feel great, but I still think, I still believe this. Here's my first thing is I think Barry Odom's a pretty good coach. I think he's a good coach to get teams to that 6-7 win tier. I really mean that.
I'll take it.
And so if he's that guy, which he is, they're gonna make some good calls. They're gonna have some things go their way. They're gonna be prepared better. They're gonna have guys in the position to succeed. I think the defense is going to show a massive amount of improvement. And I do think those, I'll tell you that only having one tight end, according to Golden Black, like really that. I mean, Tommy D says it's a cliff between Barron and the second.
Because the actual second was it Fox or somebody like that got hurt, and so
UCF guy. So
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And that does hurt because I think that's what what we saw last year is any indicator. He wants to keep the ball away from other teams as much as he can. Well, you can run the ball, you can throw the ball underneath so many times without a tight end, right? So we got to keep George healthy. We got to do everything we can. With hyperbaric chambers, all sorts of things, diet changes, whatever.
We've been asking for health from Burren for how long now?
This is year 3.
There are a lot of ifs. How many ifs have to happen? Right. So that I think you're 16 and 12 though, because that is such a what does that even mean number? I think
perfect
that's right.
prediction.
I think that's right.
Because it could mean 4 or 5 wins. It could mean 2 wins.
Yeah.
All right. So instead of doing the game by game, which nobody, I can tell neither of you want to do, I have a better idea.
You have to. I'm sorry.
Well, we're going to do, here's my suggestion of what we should do. We've talked about this before, where you look at it as shorter seasons, month by month. Right. So let's, because I was originally thinking about, this is one of the questions I wanted to ask you guys. And then I thought, why don't we just break this into 3 segments? I was going to say to you guys, what is the more likely outcome of the first 4 games, right? Let's just recap. Indiana State, home against Wake, at UCLA, home against Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. What's the most likely? And the options, of course, are 0-4, 1-3, 2-2, 3-1, or 4-0. What's the most likely of those first 4?
I think the most likely from somebody who's just been watching them on paper would say 1-3.
Really? I thought you were going to say 2-2.
I think
2-2 that's my most likely.
I think the most likely for people who have watched football is 1-3. I think that's a fair. I'm not gonna. Now I will agree. I think I'll agree with you that I
so
2-2.
This guy is so jaded.
2-2.
Is that what you're going with?
I would go with yes.
2-2.
Okay,
but
I'm putting that down.
no, I absolutely think that. Let's not.
I'm not asking what other people think. I'm asking what you think.
What's the most? No.
People think.
So you said what's the most likely? The most likely is 1-3, man. Like that is absolutely the most likely.
Which, it is what I said. I'm asking you what you think is most likely, not what everyone thinks is most likely.
I am hoping.
And he's just saying anybody that has electricity.
That's my lights also just flickered, so maybe I'm gonna go soon.
Okay, I'm putting Boiler down at 2-2, and you at 1-3, and me at 1-3.
Fine.
I think that's is that not what you want? What do you want in print? What do you want written down?
I'll do 2 and 2. I'll stick with the 2 and 2, but I think 1 and 3 is most. I think 2 and 2
can't
is
have it
pretty
both ways.
optimistic.
You can't
I
have
think
it both
2 and
ways.
2 is pretty optimistic. So I'm going to go there.
Okay. Do we want to talk about? I mean, they're going to win the first game. That everyone jokes like, "Oh, you don't know." No, they're going to win. The 1-11 team blew out this team, so
Right.
so that's a win. And the funniest thing, the way Purdue is, they could lose that game and then they would win one of the next 3 because that's just how things.
I'll take it.
Work around here. No, I don't think I would. I think you have to win that first game by a lot.
I mean, it's not going to happen, but like if that meant going 3-1 and the one had to be Indiana State, sure.
You mean the Joe Tiller special?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Start against Bowling Green and then go beat Notre Dame.
And then go beat Notre Dame. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that trade.
Oh,
sure.
I'd take that trade. Yeah.
Hell
Any
yeah.
day.
Okay, so that's the first 4. Probably we're going to find out. Do you think that's the best chance for them to go 2 and 2?
No.
I think the end of the season's
good.
all
Here we
right.
go.
Yeah, I think the end of the season's all
Here
right.
we go. Next 4 games, middle 4, same question. And those middle 4, to refresh you all, Purdue at Illinois, which Boiler Dad thinks is a lock. Minnesota at Purdue. Washington at Purdue. Purdue at Penn State.
On Halloween, spooky.
And Washington's a Friday nighter. Little Friday Night Lights at 8:00. 0, Anish?
Goose egg.
No way, bro.
0. In fact, Illinois, Minnesota, Washington, Penn State, I think one of those games ends up within 10 points.
Oh,
I think
only one you're saying.
Purdue loses by double digits against 3 of those teams.
I would not bet against that.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair thing to say.
Yeah.
Except you were just acting like 0-4 is crazy.
He was trying. He was really trying.
That's what I'm trying to do the whole time, guys.
I get it. I've been watching this summer. I get it.
Exactly.
You're trying.
I'm trying so damn hard.
I'm going to go 1-3. I'm going to cling to the belief that they could beat Minnesota. I don't think they will, but I'm going to say 1-3. They trip into one in those middle 4 because I can't stand the thought of October being 0-4. I can't stomach it. I know I've seen it, but
yeah.
I think who do you think? So first, who do you guys want to beat in that stretch the most? Illinois, Minnesota,
The
Washington,
one game. The one game.
One game.
Well,
For me, it'd be Illinois. If it's one.
Yeah,
because winning a road game in the Big Ten would be that's the whole point. That would be such a big thing to do. Because I don't see. I mean, do you see another road win on this schedule?
Okay, I think
a road win.
I think
maybe
if
UCLA, maybe.
I think Odom would love Minnesota to happen. Like I think Odom would love to line up against PJ Fleck and play that same brand of ball and win.
I like that game a lot because of that.
And so but everything that Minnesota has shown me in the last 10 years has been that they are going to be competent. They are going to win the games.
And they're going to win those ugly games.
They're going to get things ugly and win them. I don't hate Illinois. Do you, at Washington, we're not even discussing Washington.
No.
How do you think Penn State is going to be? We're not going to beat them. I'm not saying we're going to beat them. But what do you expect of Penn State year one, Matt Campbell? We're going to talk kind of national stuff next year and new coaches and whatever, or next week. Well, next year too.
Here's what I think. I think Penn State will have is I think they always have horses, right? They always get dudes there. And so I think there's going to be 1 or 2 guys on the field like Penn State always has. Like, remember it was the guy who plays tight end now for the Colts. They'll have a guy on the field that Purdue just can't stay in front of. Yeah. It'll either be a running back who goes for 215, 220 yards, or a outside wide receiver that Purdue's DBs have not. Yeah, Purdue, they haven't gone against that sort of speed. He'll beat them on a pump and go and
Tyler Warren, that beast.
Tyler Warren, exactly. Super.
I think I remember seeing him in high school, and I was like, "This is not okay."
Right?
Like this is a man.
Well,
badass.
I know we're going to do this. I know we're going to do this next week, but because you brought it up, I wanted to bring up the Penn State schedule. I just want you guys to listen. Just come with me and listen to this schedule. Versus Marshall at Temple. Interesting that they're going on the road at Temple. versus Buffalo. Those are their first three.
Man, murderer's row.
Then here's how they start the Big Ten. Versus Wisconsin, at Northwestern, opening up the new Ryan Field, versus USC. Then they got to go to Michigan. Then they have Purdue at home. And yes, we're at Halloween already, guys. At Washington, versus Minnesota, versus Rutgers, and at Maryland. That's their whole schedule.
Boy, so the end of the season is
end of season's tough.
Just get fat.
But
they're going to go 10-2 at a minimum.
Well, I was going to say they're probably going to open the season 7-2.
Yeah.
6
pretty
1,
comfortably. They're going to be
1. Yeah,
they're going to be
Michigan
in the
game's
teams,
probably the only team they'll be not favored against. Right,
and I think they'll drop
USC's
that.
Interesting.
Yeah, USC. I think that's
USC number 14 right now in the preseason. They got to play them at home.
They got to play them at
USC will disappoint.
Sorry,
greatly.
no, at Penn State.
At Penn State.
USC will disappoint greatly. Like
I know you don't believe in Lincoln Riley.
I never.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. Week.
All right. So what did we say for the middle four? You said 0-4 niche. I say 1-3. Boiler Dad says 1-3.
I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say 2-2.
Ah!
Wow.
What's your 2? I don't know.
Illinois, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Right. And there's a reason I can't. So there's a reason I can't do the next group 2 and 2. I just can't.
Because I put them in a bowl.
Principle.
Because I put them in a bowl, and you said 5 wins.
Yeah.
And
there's a bigger reason. There's a bigger reason.
Because you said 5 wins.
Right. But how you get there is important.
Okay, well then let's get there. So you said 2 and 2 in the first.
Some reality here.
You said 2 and 2 in the first 4 and 2 and 2 in the second 4.
That's
Going
right.
into November, Boiler Dad has them at 4 and 4, knocking on the door of a bowl.
Yep. Everybody's talking about Purdue.
So you're going. Okay, so let's picture that scenario. You're going into November, and you have Maryland and Wisconsin at home in November.
I know. I see it.
You are like,
right.
You are thinking it's possible now. All right, last 4 games: Maryland at Purdue, Purdue at Iowa, sneaky, Wisconsin at Purdue, Purdue at the national champs.
Who are they? Who won?
I don't remember.
Okay, I think Purdue goes 1-3. I think Purdue grabs that Maryland game. I think that is the one game that we are clinging to hope with going into next year, because I don't think that this season is going to be anywhere close to bad enough to threaten Odom under a brand new AD.
No.
I think that Maryland game late season with a good showing against Wisconsin is what we're going to come into next season and say, well, Barry Odom showed something. Like at the end of the season, I think those are, and Purdue ends up 3 wins-ish.
Yep, that's where you got them. I will also take 1-3 in the last 4, figuring they will grab the Maryland or shock us and beat Wisconsin. And that will put
it's impossible. It doesn't happen.
I will
it's
also.
Like me, I put tonics on the top of my hair to try to make hair grow, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't matter how magical those tonics are.
Okay, so Boiler Dad, what's your last 4?
1-3.
Getting the Maryland one?
It's impossible. You shouldn't even play the Wisconsin game at this point. It's impossible.
It's just like Notre Dame.
All good competitors say impossible. They all say that at some point. Right? Wait, no, they don't.
So that has you having them.
I can't do it until they beat Wisconsin. I can't believe they beat Wisconsin.
I'm with you. I don't think they're going to do that either. But
you've been predicting it for 2 years now.
Me?
No, Boiler Dad has been trying for 2 years.
I can't try anymore. I can't do it.
Yeah, you're done.
Can't do it.
So
Wisconsin's bad, guys. Wisconsin's bad.
It's crazy.
And it doesn't matter.
You don't think being in game 11, they could be totally circling the drain? They could have fired Fickle by then.
Watch. They'll have like 2 wins and they'll find a way to get that.
Or it's a Fickle team. I mean, or it's a Fickle team and they fight and they punch in the mouth and they end up at 7-8 wins. It
wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
But
that would be great because they'd keep bringing back.
Exactly.
I want all of Luke Fickle staying there for a while.
I tell you, what a crazy
we thought that was a disaster.
But I agree. He's nothing. He's like Barry Odom at Purdue.
No, we thought he was, but we thought it was a disaster that they hired him. Yeah. We thought for us.
It was among the most confident I've ever been that a coaching hire would work out. Because it's like Luke Fickle punch in the mouth style at Wisconsin of all places.
Right.
After what
he'll
did
have the
at
tools,
Cincy,
right? That's what you're thinking. He'll have the
don't get it,
tools.
man. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Noodle Boiler says the better question may be which games will be single-digit losses.
Wisconsin.
Any of those games that we think
They'll
are
lose by
possible
Wisconsin by a
wins.
half point.
Never been done, but they'll
Find a way. Find a way.
I think I am hoping for Indiana State and Wake as the wins. So the single digit loss, I think UCLA is going to be a single digit loss.
Yep. Good one. That's a good one. They'll have the lead the whole damn game.
And
they'll be tired at the end.
And then
you'll see players
it's
napping.
so late.
It's so late.
And then one of Illinois or Minnesota.
Minnesota always.
It's just we're cursed to it.
Right.
As long as PJ is there, which is probably going to be until he retires, because he's going to have a great Big Ten job, great middle of the pack Big Ten job until you retire.
The crazy thing is he has parlayed his weirdness where you thought he'd be jumping everywhere into just job security, stable, good program. Where when he had that 10-11 win season they had, we all were like, this is it. This is when somebody comes knocking from, this is when Arkansas or somebody comes and gets him. And maybe they tried, but he didn't go.
I'm sure he was shopping himself. Turd burger.
Hey, I take it. At this point, I wouldn't have when Braum was here, but the last decade of football under him, it's hard to say no. It's hard to look at, and
Well, I know that would really test our whole just win. It doesn't matter if we see passing or running or whatever. But
absolutely.
Boy, his style of football,
it's
his
brutal.
style of winning, you'd be like, ugh.
We
have this during basketball season where Purdue wins a game and you're like, that wasn't fun.
No, they were clunky.
Right? And so, but Minnesota is perpetually clunky.
Yes. Well,
how
about Iowa?
It's not a fun Saturday.
Iowa's never been fun to watch.
No.
Ever.
But Iowa is funnier. They're not fun, but they're funny. Right? They all are in on the joke that this is hilarious. Every one of their fans.
They win 3-2. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad none of us picked Iowa to even. None of us even mentioned Iowa on the schedule. I think J Money just said Iowa.
Well, I said sneaky because I feel like Purdue goes to Iowa historically. No, don't shake your head. You're using the history against Illinois as some sort of reason that they'll compete.
I got something to say. Jeff Braum. That's what's making
Danny
you feel
Hope
better
did
about
well
this.
there.
Yeah,
he did. Tiller didn't, but Hope did, and so did Braum. And it's very weird. It's very weird.
Dallas Clark had the slowest 7,000-yard touchdown ever versus Joe Tiller. Just a languishing, horrible play. You're just watching him tiptoe backwards somehow. He's just he's not really trying to move quickly. He's just going down the field. Yeah. Looks at his watch, kisses a cheerleader, grabs a glass of water, continues.
So that summary, by the way.
It's still happening.
Boiler Dad has them at a rosy 5-7.
Yeah, boy.
5-7, give him I am entirely honest. 5-7, give him an extension. 0. You take Purdue at from where they were when we were 2 years ago to 5-7 within with 1 year changeover. Absolutely, you give him an extension.
And the thing I've been saying is, I was talking to my son about this. I was like, it would just make the end of the season fun to have 5 wins in November at any point, because going into the IU game and knowing that there's something on the line other than how badly they're going to whip you is at least fun. Is at least you could ruin their season and go to a bowl.
I will say this. If there's anything that would motivate Signetti, because everybody's like, oh, now he's going to be angry and they're going to beat Purdue bad. No. McClellan's dumb speak did not make Signetti angry. I don't think he cares about that. I think one thing Signetti would do, though, if Purdue has 5 wins,
they are going to just
oh my gosh,
steamroll.
It will be no mercy, and they'll say, oh, you guys had hope? That's cute. That's the scenario.
It was actually more insulting last year that Signetti
he didn't really
run
care
up the score.
Exactly.
It was kind of dang, you feel that sorry for
He did run up the score without trying. They scored
But how
60.
Oh, he
Trying.
definitely
I
wasn't trying. And in the press conference, he was like, "Oh, I feel bad."
He did feel bad for them, legitimately.
Yeah.
It was the
I
nicest
thought he
thing
was
said
going to
all
break
season.
70. I thought because the way IU was looking,
They could've.
and dipshit
IU fans telling me on Twitter about the score. I'm like, we all know the score.
we know we got
all
the
know.
apps. We know what the
It's
scores
We
been
are.
know the
way.
Notre Dame scores. We know the Wisconsin score.
We lived it.
We
We
all
lived
know
it.
the score. Exactly.
Purdue's hung 60 on IU multiple times. It happens.
Right.
Oh, 100%. And like again, they owe it. And I am not. I take it. I was a little bit upset that they didn't intentionally run the score up. Because it's like, dang, you don't respect me at all. Like you don't. You
He
don't.
was like,
Even,
we're
I'm
not
having
getting our
trouble-
guys. We have
They put
another half
63 on
season
the
to
board,
go.
Anish. They put 63 on the board. It's not like they didn't try.
well, I know, but
They ran
like,
out of time.
They ran out
would've-
of time.
Yeah, I mean,
It wasn't. They were not running it up. We were watching the score. Purdue was just bad, and they were running vanilla. They were vanillaing Purdue, and it was like it didn't even. There's no chance. There's no chance. There's also no chance he cares. I'm not sure he could name Purdue's athletic director, past or present. Like I don't think Signetti cares at all until forced to care.
Noodle says if they're 5-6 going into IU, I'm going to that game. Don't do that to yourself. Don't drive down to Bloomington. Don't
I was
do
going
that.
to say you can just go to AJ's.
Ticket will be expensive.
Come
It will be
to AJ's.
freezing cold.
AJ's.
IU will be motivated.
You'll be surrounded by
Go to
IU
AJ's,
fans.
exactly.
You'll be surrounded by
AJ's?
IU fans.
Good beer, good beef, good boilers,
Great
right
service.
next to the fire station.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Just
I
come
mean,
to AJ's.
Let's just use this as an extra plug. Instead of heading to the horrible, hellish south,
Don't do
head
it.
towards the fire station. Turn left. Go in and see Adam and Jake.
It's terrible.
Free hug.
EatAJs.com. Burgers, beef, beer, mixed drinks. Great service.
You'll run
And
into
maybe Anish Boiler Dowd and Jay will be there. Who knows?
It happens.
Happens
We
regularly.
run into people there many times. We run into players, families there. Everybody goes to AJ's. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. It's great. It's a place to be. Downtown Andy Boiler says, this is funny. I can't remember. Didn't Anish go to the IU game? Anish has been to many IU games. He was not at last year's.
No, the last game that I saw Purdue win, though, was IU.
Yeah.
My son was much
worth
shorter
something.
than us then.
I told you, it was a good percentage of his life ago. And like, he's like a human. Like, he looks like an adult
He's a man.
now.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
a man.
I'm saying we have pictures. You, me, your brother, and him were there. And
My homie, too. I had a homie there. Yeah.
it was.
Shout
Was
out
it not?
Jared.
Was it not your brother?
Keshav was there as well, I think. Or I remember Jared was there. Anyway, it was delightful.
That was a fun day. That
It
was
was
a fun
a very
day. The
fun
last
day.
Big Ten win Purdue had in 2022, or 23. No,
23.
23. Sorry, the last road Big Ten win was in 22 against Indiana. So the last two Big Ten, the best home and road Big Ten wins were against Indiana, the national champs. Just putting that out there. They weren't that national champs then.
All right. I'll ask you guys a question.
Yes,
Looking
please.
into your crystal balls.
Crystal balls.
Crystal balls. You each have a crystal ball in this scenario.
I see.
Does Purdue ever beat Signetti?
Once.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
I think Purdue beat Signetti.
Just
once.
like Joe Tiller, right? Was that one
Right.
time?
Two,
this
I think.
This is the universe balancing.
I think
back out.
he went 10-2.
What was Brahms' record?
I was at
now
one
that
of
I
them.
think about
Brahm was, I believe, 4-1. I think
Yeah,
'cause they
Brahm
didn't
is-
play them in 2020.
it. That's right. And Brahm only lost
Are
one.
you sure Tiller lost two?
I'm pretty sure he lost 2. I'm pretty sure. Not positive, but pretty certain.
Yeah. I was
he
at the
lost-
one where Lowe couldn't get into the end zone from the one.
Yeah, that in the rain. was it?
Raining,
Yes.
horrible.
There was
Horrible
another
game.
one they lost where Purdue had like a 4, and one of Tiller's only kind of stinker seasons. I think they lost to them too.
Okay.
The star field goal that was Hope, right?
That was not Tiller. Yeah.
That wasn't Tiller. That was Hope. Yeah. I was at that.
Yeah, the
game.
one that they
Also,
used as their promotional piece for a couple years.
I mean, hey, it's I get it. As, it felt good for them in the moment. But yeah, no, I think Purdue wins one against Signetti, and it's not this season.
Let me just look. Sorry, I just looked for you. So
So
Tiller was
3,
there.
5. What was how many wins did you say, Jay? Like, what's your
3.
final count?
3. Now,
You guys suck.
Going into the season, I was going to say 4-8 because I feel like that's what you have to do to show progress. But when we do our thirds of a season, I've got them at 3-9. But to answer your question, they lost to Indiana 13-7 is the one you're thinking of, that 2001 game when they couldn't get in the end zone. And then they lost in 07, 27-24. Remember, 07 was the famous Purdue team that the worst 8-win team ever.
Oh, yeah.
Remember they went
Maryland.
They had 8
Yeah, they
wins.
lost to Big Ralph Region.
They had 8 wins going to the bucket game.
07 doesn't make sense.
It does. I'm looking at it. They lost to Indiana. Then they went out to Hawaii.
It didn't make sense, Anish. You're right. It did not make sense.
So then was 07 the field goal year, or is that at IU?
They lost 27-24 in Bloomington.
Yeah, so that was the field goal game. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the field goal game. So
but I'm saying that was the year
yeah.
they lost to IU. Then they went out to Hawaii and lost in a weird. Yeah. And then they lost to Maryland in the bowl game.
When Diamante or whatever his name was that with Hope as coach when they had that cocky, crappy quarterback that beat Purdue?
Because I remember the last year we were at the game, like we all were at the game, but I was there as a freshman, I thought. But then Hope's last game, 62-10 against Indiana, and they, the parading him off.
Yes. So he went 4-1 or 3-1. Hope. Hazel went 0 and what turned out to be 0-3, and then he was fired during the fourth season. They lost again. They lost 4 in a row. Then Brahm did go 4-1. No, 5-1. They won 5 out of 6 from 17 to 23. No, they won 23 with Walters. What am I saying? They went 4-1 with Brahm. The one loss, remember, I just looked it up, 44-41 when they were down to Aiden O'Connell as a walk-on and barely lost. And that was Brahm's one really not very good team. And they lost 44-41.
Pretty inspiring effort, though.
Oh, I remember saying, like, it took everything they could do to beat a walk-on fourth stringer.
Yeah.
And I think that got them into a bowl. I think they had 6 or 7 wins that year.
Yeah, Brahm teams were
they were feisty.
It was a lot of drama versus IU, right?
Yes.
You had one of the most dramatic comeback wins I can remember versus IU. So.
Yeah, they were usually tight. He blew them out a couple times.
Tiller never left doubts really when he
Tiller knew what mattered, man. Tiller hung 60 on them twice. 63 in 2004.
Air it out and beat IU, dude. Like, I don't like
such a simple formula.
Come on, man. Yeah. Like, this is I grew up on this.
How about also beating Notre Dame?
Well, occasionally, sure.
That's also
competitive against Notre Dame. Let's say,
right.
Let's just leave.
No, but I'm saying I'm saying that's what the magic of Tiller. If people don't understand, if you're too young to remember those years, that's it. Own IU, go to a bowl every game, beat Notre Dame regularly, throw the ball around the yard, man. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. And those teams. Here's another thing that Tiller never did. Tiller teams never thought they were out of a game. Nope. Right, that never say die thing was incredible.
Well, they proved it. So. How many times were they down big?
Right,
I mean, it helped having Drew Brees, but yeah.
I just looked at 07. The second Tiller loss was that field goal. Was the game-winning field goal
that's Curtis
IU.
Painter at the.
That was Curtis Painter at the helm, and then that ushered in his painting a masterpiece season, which was Joe's last. Yes, Cowboys' last rodeo. So,
and they knew how to go out. That was a bad team that won 62-10 over IU.
Listen,
it was a 4-win team that won.
I think so fondly of that season because of that game. And again, it's because
that was a cold one too. That was a really cold.
I remember Tiller being in a puffy coat.
Yeah,
it was cold.
He was in the puffy coat.
It was cold. We had Downtown in a Boiler asked Anish. He has no idea how old you are because he asked, "Were you the biomedical engineering student that made Haslett cast he was able to use during the tournament?"
No, I was not. A couple of years after me, unfortunately.
Yeah. That was a group project, wasn't it?
That was a design project, I think. Actually, that was like
cool.
It wasn't maybe it was a senior design project. Anyway, it was a very cool project for the thing.
A lot of carbon fiber, right?
Yeah. Hey man, great department.
So, what's funny is we zipped through that preview so darn quickly. It shows you what you guys think about this season. Like, I'm not kidding.
No.
Like, you guys both know how to spin a yarn when you're.
We
when
had
you're
a little bit
feeling
of organization for a change.
Oh, that's all it was.
You're welcome.
Very good. Very good. We do have, as we look ahead to the coming weeks, we do have some real things. If you're into this sort of thing, Boiled Sports actually planning. Next week, we're going to look ahead to the college football world outside of West Lafayette. We're going to look at the Big Ten. We're going to look at the nation if it comes up, and then we're going to just like a team, and then we're going to focus towards Indiana.
One
State.
game at a time.
One game at a time.
The State University of Indiana.
That's what they say.
Who's looking for a win over Indiana? That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. There was a funny comment over here a second ago.
It's like one of those Penn State graphics. Purdue beats Indiana.
Exactly, and it cuts off. That's
State
exactly what I'm going to.
timing.
That's what I'm going to play up. Oh, we do have a couple comments I wanted to mention here before. Not that we're necessarily winding down, but Rob Kruger early on. Congrats to Rob. He says, "I just dropped my son off of Hillenbrand to start his boiler journey. I assured him someone would actually pay him money to attend the games." Well, I would like to say we would do that, but we're not quite that flush with cash or that insane. Hillenbrand's a good place to start. When I was there, it opened when we were there. Boiler Dad and I were there. It opened, and we called it the Hilton because it was so nice compared to everything else. I don't know if it's still nice compared to everything else. It probably is, but it was. Gosh, that thing was gorgeous.
It always is. It was nice, but at the same time, did it not feel like a hospital?
Well, it was the only
like
one
a
with
nice
doors
hospital
closed by themselves.
I understand, especially like the cafeteria, the
it was like
grill.
It was like an old folks' home. Right?
Yeah.
Kind of had that like kind of homey, and you could live there, but you're like, it's just,
but they're going to use bleach on these floors to clean up your bodily fluids.
Right. That place was, man, that was when you had friends or girls that lived there, and you were like, I'd like to come over to your place. Because I live in the quad.
Yeah, you guys lived on the other side because that was my side of campus. Like I lived at Harrison. I bummed at Harrison.
We were
without,
quad dogs, man.
Without AC.
We didn't have AC.
Yeah, no, the quad.
Hillenbrand had AC too, right?
Yeah,
that was like, that's good living.
We sound like dinosaurs. Air conditioning.
I remember
Denver Graham. You want some optimism, guys? You want a positive? You want a positive message to be put up?
Denver.
I don't know why you're doing this to yourself. Hot take: this year's team is starting to give me 97 vibes.
Let's go.
No name dudes that play good football and win. I know I'm setting myself up to be let down, but it's that time of year. Hey, man. I wish I still had your starry-eyed optimism. And if you remember the 97 team, you're not a young man. So
in 1897, Purdue went 5-3.
He means 97, but yeah, that's fine.
Don't make assumptions.
You're right. He might mean 1897.
Don't make assumptions. Purdue beat, let's see who they beat. Illinois State and DePaul. They beat Indiana, of course. A non-major Indiana, a non-Big Ten win over Indiana. Yeah, well. And then Mizzou and Minnesota. Look at that.
That was one of my favorite bits. I've had many favorite bits over our 20 years, but there was a period where I was pretending Indiana wasn't a power school for like a year, and I would not count them as a power win. And people would get so mad that
it's just Indiana. That one doesn't.
It's so fun to make them point out that they lost.
Right.
Purdue's losses that season. Remember 1897.
Yes, please.
Ohio
State, Michigan, and probably Bowling
Brown.
Green. Yeah.
Okay, great. Excellent guesses. Michigan is correct.
Of course.
Unfortunately,
Wisconsin.
Illinois is number 2. Now, they tied.
Is it going to be like Ohio Normal School for Teachers?
Correct. Purdue lost to Oberlin in week 2, 22-6.
Were there men at that school then?
I don't know. But in my head, I have a headcanon version of this game, and it's not great for Purdue people. And then in the last game of the season, Purdue played the Purdue alumni and tied 0-0. I assume they just
bring that back.
But
bring that back.
If it was a 0-0 tie, if it was an actual 0-0 tie against the alumni.
No, listen, I'm going to say something right now, and I love this man because I interact with him on Twitter all the time. Vinny Sutherland would be drunk during the game, I think.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. That's the thing. The alum team would have no accountability. They're kind of like stoked, but they're also old. So you're going to see some just gnarly hits and then never playing football
ACLs again. And then you'd have Breeze out there like, come on.
Exactly. Yeah. Totally taking it too seriously.
100%.
Lowering his shoulder. And and another comment I want to bring up, JP Boiler. Congratulations, JP Boiler. He says that he just had twins this summer. They've never seen bad Purdue football, so maybe they can help turn the program around.
There we go.
Don't worry. There'll be two sets of eyes watching this now.
Don't do this to them. You know how many people we've told over the last 20 years? Don't
save yourself the heartache.
You have a choice. You have a choice. Now I'm living it. And
now we're all either victims of or are currently making the wrong choices.
I know, but it's too late for us. Save yourself. Yeah. Save yourself.
The deeper into this bad choice we get, the more cautionary and believable it becomes. So we just dig deeper into this and we say, we're not going to turn around.
But then we see eras like the Braum era, and we're like, it can happen. It can happen again.
I taste it. I smell it. It's so delicious.
The difference is, and I know you two know this, not only were they better coaches, but they played the Purdue way, and they were instantly good. Instantly good. They didn't work their way up to it. When was the last coach you remember that worked their way?
That's what I'm trying to think of now. This is a problem.
No, almost never.
Dude, I think Young was instantly good.
Yes.
Young was instantly good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
There's 2 seasons, and it was like 8 and 10 wins, right?
You either hit the ground and you're running, or it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And that's only more nowadays. You don't think about Hazel getting halfway into his 4th season. I mean, no chance that happens today. No chance. I mean, man, you asked earlier, and we'll talk more about it, but I think Matt Campbell could be in for a rough ride at Penn State. I think he gets a free pass for a year or two, but I don't think he's
Penn
better
State's all right. You take the Penn State job knowing that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. But they ran James Franklin out of town, who was winning 10.5 to on average games a year. So like,
can you put a Boilerbots comment here? Because AOC, David Bell, and Charlie Jones, even now, post-retirement for David Bell, like, I don't know.
Sure he's still in good
Holy
shape.
hell.
Yeah, like that just...
So recent alums, we should put a recent
alums. Thieneman, like, this is not, like, they're...
Did you just say Thieneman? He's an Oregon alum. Thank you.
You're right.
One of his, you got 3 Thienemans to choose from. So there's
That's
2
true.
others that are
We'll take the loyal one.
Yeah.
Bell, Charlie. Come on.
So much speed there.
Who's your running
so
back? Who's the alumni running back? Is it Mock?
It's still Corey Sheets. It's always Corey Sheets in my head.
How about the one who 2 years ago? He's on the Giants now. Why am I completely forgetting his name?
Taylor
Mostert?
No, Mostert would be.
Yo, he'd still outrun all of these people on this team. I mean, like,
yeah.
We got a little bit of speed on this team. That's not fair.
Dude. The recent alum, what are we talking? 10 years out? Guys who are no more than 32 years old?
Yeah.
They would spank these boys.
Yeah, well, this is the men versus boys argument. This is just
man strength is different.
Yeah, just get some linemen, man. Yeah, find enough linemen. And
Boilerman,
grown man lineman.
Boilerman obviously played off me saying they either hit the ground running, and he says, or
you just
hit the ground. I see we've got some people who are thinking. Downtown Indian Boiler asks a question. He's clearly been listening for a long time. So if Purdue loses to Wake Forest, which one of you stops going to the game, just stays out at the tailgate watching the food?
Oh, traditionally, that role has been filled by J Buddy. Now I do have to say it's threatening. Your boy is threatening for the because tailgates are going to just take a next level because I'm going to have the tailgate warm and welcome for you guys afterwards. That's going to be my motivation. That's going to be my why.
I got big news for you guys about our tailgate lot after the show.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, this is Boiler Sports
awesome.
After Dark.
Okay,
that's great. Yeah.
Okay.
I almost just said it, but I think it's too incriminating. I can't do it. So try to keep some things private. Yeah, but we will be at many games this year, and it's going to be. That's why you get
David Tracy,
Tyrone Tracy.
Relax.
I don't know who's David Tracy.
I don't know.
It sounds like a member of the Rat Pack.
It does. It does. Tyrone Tracy would be also madness.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, recent alum. Boiler
That's
Bots
a
is
that's a good picture, by the way. Purdue's losing a game. You come back to tailgate. Anish sitting in a folding chair, lounging, maybe a gar, and
That's-
three or four cougars just circling, prowling. Row.
he doesn't have any defenses, ladies.
I
He's
know.
there alone.
Exactly.
I
That's
know.
right.
There's
all,
no
of his, all of his bodyguards are gone.
It's like the president. Oh, we got a chance at him.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. You guys had enough.
Yeah, I think we've had enough. It's been fun though, and it's gonna be fun next week again. Tune in when we talk about the greater college football world. You heard it here. It's not the first time you've heard it, but B. Dowd says Purdue's going 5-7. Jay's got him at 3-9, and Anish has him at 3-9. Chew on it.
Jay has
Am I
him
right?
pessimistically at 3-9. I have him optimistically as 3-9. Let's
This
make
is the
that
whole thing.
distinction
I knew
here.
I knew
Let's
there
make
was
that distinction here.
in my
love
preview.
that.
I said there's going to be optimism, pessimism, and realism.
Correct.
I am not realistic, I don't think, but yeah, 5-7. Anyway, I love you guys. Good night. Good show, guys. Great job, everybody.
Great job, everyone. Great
Nice
job.
job.
Good.